Okay, just finished the mustard demo for Garmager, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Schnitzel for the last demo. There's only one place I've ever worked in my life where they had Schnitzel. It's a restaurant I worked at in New York City called the 21 Club, which is a really old school place. They do a lot of kind of twists on classic recipes. Theirs was pretty cool. They took a 16 ounce, I think it was 16, it was huge, veal chop, gigantic chop, like really thick, about 1.5 inches thick, and then left the bone arm and pounded it out to the biggest Wiener Schnitzel you've ever seen in your life, this huge thing. And then they would do a sage infused butter. So they would start off with the olive oil. Sometimes they'd also finish it with butter as well. And they had some especially big pans for cooking this on. And then the first thing they did is they would toast almost like a big old bunch of sage in there and get it all toasty. And then they'd cook the Wiener Schnitzel in there. And at the end, when it was done, they would serve it with a whole lemon, traditional garnish. It's Wiener Schnitzel really nice with a lot of lemon. As long as you're not talking about like Jaeger Schnitzel or something where you're like covered it in a sauce. And they would serve it with that sage that they'd used to infuse the oil. It's pretty delicious. And that's still, to this day, like, I have a big sage bush in my backyard. That's still how I like to do mine whenever possible. Oh, and one thing we got that butter can help with. Let's see. Bad chef does not have his mise en place in place. But I forgot about this little trick, which is part of the reason I think they use the butter. Let's see. Right, you see how the schnitzel is kind of sticking on there? Let's see. Got one of them loose. Let's see. Well, the idea is that the butter melts and that steam gets under and it helps them to release. There we go. Yeah, they still look pretty good. Beautiful. All right. And also, like a lot of fried items, when I pull these out, I'm going to go and finish them with salt as well. Okay. Oh, and that Wiener Schnitzel, like I was saying, the traditional Schnitzel by law in Austria and Germany is supposed to be made with veal. You might think that that might be part of the reason for it being called Wiener Schnitzel, like Wien kind of sounds like it might be veal, but actually the Wien is actually short for, or the name is a derivative of Vienna, which is a city in Austria where it's supposed to be derived from. Okay. All right, so that's about it. I'm not going to bore you with showing you the cooking off of the rest of the Wiener Schnitzel. Like I say, really yummy, finished with kosher salt, and a lot of lemon. I usually find like I need almost like a full lemon wedge per bite. If you have access to sage and you want to do it with crispy sage, that's super yummy too. And yeah, I guess that's it. Also traditionally served with Schnitzel, which I think you guys have already made. And red cabbage. Sometimes even apples would also be another appropriate side for that. All right, stay well everyone.